Hey YouTube, it's Cutt here, and we're bringing you another one. Oh yes. Oh yes. Welcome to Tutorial Tuesdays, where I'm going to teach you how to draw clothing on women. I'm very excited about this one. I've been procrastinating on doing this one for a very long time, and we're finally at it. Now before we begin, if you're wondering where to get this shirt, going over to Etsy. If you're wondering where to get this, going on over to Etsy. But if you're wondering where to get this, okay? If you're wondering where to get the A is for artists, a little bright. Okay, A is for artists. What do you want to be when you grow up? Children's book. It's available on Etsy. The first part of the book is blank. No, it shows you different jobs, because you know your 2-year-old should be working. And if they don't know what they want to do, then you need to show them that you could be a judge, okay? That you could be a librarian if you want to be. But the awesome thing is, in the back, you got the E. So in the back is the, you can like have them write, and then you see where it says here, draw yourself as an electrician, draw yourself as a gardener, and it's in color order. But it's available. It's available now down below on Amazon. Oh yes. If you have not already, don't forget to like, subscribe, push that notification button, because we're going to keep bringing this stuff to you. So let's get on started with it. Oh yes. Very excited. All right. Now, here's the thing about it. We're going to use reference, but we're going to also do our own thing. Let me bring the Procreate up. All right. So I did like a blank mannequin type of vibe. And what I did was I made three different hairstyles. So we got the long hairstyle. Okay, I'm gonna take it, you take it off here. That's the back of it, and then where's the front? And then the front. Okay, we got a shortcut, and then we have like a Marilyn Monroe type situation. Okay, I'm just gonna delete this, delete that. That was me practicing different ideas. Okay, so it's hard to just be like one hairstyle when everything has a different vibe. So we're gonna play around with different hairstyles. I don't know why I have these headsets on because there's no sound. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is, before we pick the hairstyle, is just decide what type of direction we're gonna go. So I'm just gonna kind of put the long hair on first. So there's a few in here I know for sure I want to do. Like, okay, that's a definite. We're gonna do that. Like, we got to do a really big poofy situation. I really want to do something like mermaid like as an option. I want some type of streetwear type of situation. I think I really want to do something playful with this. I didn't realize it was covering. Maybe like a sundress type thing, maybe like a suit type of thing. So I don't really know. In the hair video that I did, I broke it into two, where I did the sketch first and then I did the color. I'm not going to do that here just because sake of time, and I really want this to be in one video. Excuse me. So what I'm going to do is sketch it, but a really good clean sketch, and we'll color under the sketch. So it won't be inked like the illustration we see here, but it will be at the very least colored. Okay, so we're gonna basically skip the inking stage and do the sketch. The inking stage is gonna be skipped, and we'll just do sketch and we'll do color. All right, so typically you would draw the clothing with the, you would ink the clothing with the body, but for this video it's already inked out. All right, I'm just gonna put a light pass over it so I can kind of see what I'm dealing with. I'm gonna go to black, I'm gonna go to sketch, make this pencil a little bit thicker. Before we do the big stuff, I think a good start might be more like a mermaid dress, because her body's already kind of pulled in that. So the idea is, after you already kind of have your sketch idea of the body, that's when you're laying on the clothes. Now, like I said, this one's already done. So here's the thing, clothing has thickness. So you can't think that, oh, you're drawing here, when you're really drawing here. Now, I'm not gonna purposely make an outline around this body, but you just have to keep that in mind when you're dealing with thick clothing on the body, okay? Now, I like I'm gonna do like, I'm like kind of following this, but I don't want the spaghetti straps. So I'm just kind of doing my own situation here. I think I want something that's a little bit deeper. Let me get this eraser here. Kind of like that. So you can already start to see, that's maybe a little bit too deep. You can already start to see it forming together. Okay. And then we're just keeping in mind the structure of the body. Okay, we're coming down a little bit here. Okay. And then maybe let's come down here, keeping in mind of where her body weight is kind of sitting. And I think we're gonna kind of, not too much of a drape up here, but just a little bit. So you can already kind of see, I think I'm gonna do a split. I feel like a split here. Okay. Now the way that she has these, there's like these ruffles, so kind of like that. I'm just kind of, and you can see I'm just doing a basic shape of how I want it to look first. Have like a slit opening here. And then I'm just kind of, and when you're doing folds, you're kind of keeping in mind that it's going in and out. So I know this is forward, this one's back. You know what I mean? Okay. Now I do very much like how that's poofing up like that. So I'm just kind of mimicking that a little bit into my own. I don't like how that's doing, so we're not following that. We're not really doing like shoes necessarily. I'm just kind of keeping her feet the way they are. We might do some like boots or something or like heels that are taller for the next part. I mean, for like other clothing, but for this particular design. So you can already see a full design based upon that. Now, do we want to keep this hairstyle or do we want to go short? Let me see. I kind of like the long for this particular one. So now that I have that, I'm going to lower it. And then I'm just going to kind of right over top of it start really just kind of just making it a little bit thicker, just so we can have something to work with. Okay, so now we have it all sketched out. I think I'm gonna leave I like the marks, the pencil marks. And I'm just gonna go underneath and let's just do a gray color. I'm gonna go to this brush here. Oops, make it a little bit bigger. I'm just gonna fill in, make a silhouette so that we can start coloring this in the next stage. Okay, so that's our first one. You can see how knowing the structure of your body first and then going ahead and building the clothing around that really helps, and references help as well. So we're going to leave this right here as it is, and we're going to move on to the next drawing. Okay, so I'm just going to turn this off, turn this back on. Okay, and then let's see what's a good next one to do here. We go to sketch. So we just did a dress, so maybe something that's not a dress. Maybe like a suit type of situation. I really like this, but I don't want to do like a really long one. And then I'm like, I really like that. And then this is kind of streetwear, but I really want to do this. This is really streetwear. Maybe we'll do something in between, like this suit, the red suit, and then like this, somewhere in between there. Okay, so now we're talking about layers of clothing. That was one gown. Now we're going to talk about layers. So we don't want to like flatten her out where she loses her shape. We still want to keep the shape. I like the fact that there's like a collar here, but I like to pop collars. We're going to pop a collar. This is giving Carmen Electra a little bit with this hair. And then is that the person? Didn't they do a thing on Netflix? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm just kind of like following that same design. Now I'm gonna let this come out a little bit, and I kind of want to go for more like a peacoat type dress type situation. Okay. And you can see anything that's like really closely to the skin, I'm not like drawing the skin again. Well, I will eventually, but for this beginning sketch. But what I'm not doing is this. You see, I'm not doing that. Because unless you're wearing like something really, really tight, most cases there's going to be a little bit of a lift, right? A little bit away from the skin. Okay? To keep that in mind, I'm just going to do like this, just to... Okay. Like a little bit of a collar here, and a collar here. What do you call it? Shoulder pad. And the thing is, I want this to be a little bit thicker than our arm is. You know, I'm feeling a belt. I'm feeling the belt. Now we're just gonna follow the structure. And now I'm just trying to figure out how I want this to land. And see, I'm not being too aggressive with the lines. I'm just trying to, you know, I'm just figuring it out. I was going to leave it open, but I kind of like the idea of maybe like turtleneck. I want to keep her hair this way. Let's see. Oh, the shortcut. Yeah, we want the shortcut. Where's it go? Where is the... Yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that. That looks good with the shortcut, right? That looks really good. Okay, so we got the main sketch here. Let's go ahead, and I have to remember for later which one was what hair for which one, but I think I can remember. So I'm just going to lower this a little bit. Then we're going to go a layer above. And we're just going to go ahead and clean this up a little bit more. You know what I'm gonna do to keep I'm gonna actually keep this here and just kind of clean up the sketch as opposed to starting anew. One, this will save me a little bit more time, but also it'll allow me to keep all the structural lines that I think adds to this look. So I'm just kind of cleaning up in the same area. Gotta have pockets. Women, I don't know what's going on. You gotta have pockets. Make more pockets for women. They always ask for it. So I need a little. Okay. So now we're gonna do the same thing we did before and fill it in with I just want to get the same color. Okay. Yep. And just fill this base in with that same color. Okay, so there you have it. Now, keep in mind, this is not the color that it's going to be at the end. I'm just filling it in for now so that we can see what it's looking like over top of, you know, over top of all the items. I love the short hair on this. I'm sure we could have went the, let me see, the Marilyn Monroe. It's good. And I'm sure the long hair looks good as well. Let me see. It's good, but I really think the short hair really makes this, because it's already kind of like a lot going on, so just it takes it away and pulls it all the way in. So that's really good. Okay, so we got our other one down. I like the idea of keeping this sketch because it allows me to keep all the details that I want, and it saves me time. Okay, now, all right, let's see. So we did a dress, we did like a casual wear. I think I want to do 3 more. Okay, I want to do a 60s type of style because we can do that Marilyn Monroe hair. I want to do a really streetwear type of look. I have an idea for that. And then I want to do this. Okay, so let's start with the 60s. The 60s is fun. 70s are fun too, but I actually am going to go do 70s with the men when I do the men one. So stay tuned for that. Okay, now if you're wondering, you're like, these brushes and ink things are really, really cool. I want it too. Don't worry, because you can go right onto my Etsy shop and check out all my digital packs that I have available. But if you're like, yeah, that's fun, but I want to always have the updates, then you want to join my Patreon. If you join my Patreon at the lowest tier, you get the early access to the tutorials that you're watching right now. You get to watch it before everyone else does. Okay, now if you get the second tier, not only do you get early access, but do you also get free monthly wallpapers. Okay, and there's going to be ready for your phone, your tablet, your computer. And this is this month's design. Okay, it's gone now, and definitely check it out because we have a lot more of that to come. And if you really want to get down with the get down, I want you to go ahead and join my VIP. Okay, be the VIP Patreon, and you get all those things, plus you get free digital packs. See how that wrap back around? So you get either, you know, brushes, you get vectors, you get 3D models, all different type of things every month, and it's really, really awesome. And the great thing about that is no matter when you join in, you get the free digital coloring book, the J-Cutt coloring book, and you get the free digital first pack, which has the ink pen and the sketch pencil inside of that pack. So you definitely want to check that out. So let's get back to it. So we're gonna go on ahead and do the 60s. We already know what hair we want for that. That's not even a question. Okay, so let's go on ahead and sketch that out. Now these are pretty simple. I only have 2 examples here. I really like the way this neck top part is a lot, but I like the way this bottom comes out. So we're gonna kind of go in between that. So number 1, I mean, there's pearls here, so I'm just gonna kind of do some random little circles for now. Okay, I'm gonna do, you know what? As much as I said I want it all the way up here, I kind of wanna do this. I kind of want to do that. Oh yeah, I can already see it. I'm gonna kind of do one of these type situaways. Okay, we're gonna kind of come around here. Okay, and then all the way up here, we're gonna do like a belt. And right now I'm just kind of figuring out what works. I don't like the circle. You know what, we'll do something that's a little bit more subtle. Not a belt buckle, but just like some seams. Okay, I'm gonna push this out a little bit so it looks like it's kind of buckling over a little bit. I really like the buttons here, but I think it's gonna throw this off. Okay, I don't know, one time it's like do the sleeves. Or I'm probably doing too much with the, I always like a little point, but I'm gonna reduce. I'm gonna reduce. Okay, we're gonna bring this sleeve over like that. Push too far. This can go real 80s real quick. I can see it. Maybe that's what this is doing. I think I have it too. Okay. And then I want it kind of not super poofy, but enough to be like, yeah, that's fun. And just trying to get the right shape here. I'm gonna want another one out like this, another one out like that. I'm loving that. Just trying to get it right. Place that. Okay. And then I'm just gonna kind of follow out. You can see I'm just being really rough with it. And then we're gonna do something like that, maybe just a little strap. Okay. Do they have stuff? They do have gloves. That would be kind of nice. So let's do that. Nice little gloves. That's really nice. I'm just gonna add a pearl earring here. Excuse me. I think that's great. So let's go ahead and tighten it up. Okay, this one was really, really fun. I love the look. I can already tell, like, you know, I always love this shell look. It's very simple. You know, you're just keeping in mind that if you got this fold that's buckling out, that means there has to be folds that are buckling over so that this can buckle out again. So that's all that's really happening here. And those are really fun to draw and they look really, really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing. I'm gonna fill this in with this gray so that later we can color. And there you have it. This one's a good one. This one is a good one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is good. So, let's look at what we have so far because we have 2 more to go. So we have the like mermaid dress type of gown. We have the casual wear. We have the 60s dress, which I'm really, really loving. Of course, we have the hairs to match, but right now I am not switching that all around. But there we go. So let's do the next 2. So as I'm sitting here drawing, I'm like, I think I'm gonna stop here with the sketching. Well, not stop here. We're gonna finish the 2. Where I think I'm gonna do this in one video. I want you to check out the next video for color because I feel like there's a lot of techniques and stuff I want to do, and it might make the video a lot longer than I want it to be. So we're gonna do the next 2 pieces, and then I want you to check out the next video, which will be coming next week, with the color. Okay? So let's do. I really want this to be last, so we're gonna go to the streetwear. Streetwear can really go any direction with hair. I don't think this one's fitting. It could be the shortcut and it could be the long. So I'm going to go long for now. And if I feel like it's doing too much, we'll go to the shortcut. Okay. Now, we're following this loosely, but I have some ideas and I want to see if it's going to work. This is not the best pose for streetwear. This is better for a gown. This open look looks better. but this is what we got, so we're gonna deal with it. Now, I love the baggy, the bagginess. So I want to play off of that, and I think, let me see how baggy I can go before it looks weird. Okay, not too baggy. Okay, so wait a minute, let's bring it back a little bit. So I think we definitely, now you can see, I understand this is thick clothing, so I'm already going past this, the body. Okay, so much to the point where you know, okay, yeah, this is definitely baggy clothes. Okay, I think I'm gonna come up a little bit higher so that we can, I think I want to do like some type of like Tim's type of situation, like Tim boots. And then just figuring it out, like what's working, what's not working. And I don't know if I'm gonna keep it, what do you call it, like hoodie texture. I might make it more like jean, I don't know yet. I'm feeling like this could be jean, which makes me want to put some rips in it. So we'll see. Just kind of like filling it out for right now. I do like that it's a crop top. I also like that it's a hoodie. But you can't do this much hair and then a hoodie. It would have to be the shortcut. But I kind of like how long it is. Okay, so maybe no hoodie. If we do something like off the shoulder type. A strap. Okay, I like that. So maybe we'll do, oh, I got it, kind of poof, but it's gonna be tight here. I like the idea of, gotta get this right, so it'll be no, okay, I'm just trying to see what's working. A print on here would be cute. That maybe like something like that or something. Okay. And you know, it's one of those like, okay, yeah, I'm using it as a reference, but then I'm also saying, okay, what's working, what's not working. I think the strap has to come here. What's not working. Okay. Like that's really, really cute. I want to definitely keep the hair long. I'm wondering if I should put like, you know, like a watch or something. Maybe some rings. Maybe another situation over here. Something like that. Let's do some hoops. Probably extra. But that's all right. Okay. What's missing here? Should we do like chains or something? Maybe that's doing too much. So I'm making this into jeans, so I don't think this whole puffy top part is going to work. And I think it needs to come lower. Like that. I think no belt. So let's do, we gotta do it like this, like this. Okay, I had to zoom out for this one. So you can see all the details, the roughness. It really feels like streetwear, but she's so cute. I really like this look. It's pulling inspiration from that, but it's with my own twist and my own way. So let's go ahead and fill it in with color. I really love it. This is fun. It's really playful. I can see this really inked up. This is really dope. I think what I'm gonna do, I keep changing what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do the sketch here. I'm gonna ink off a screen, so then when I come to color all these things, it'll be all dialed up and ready to go. Okay, so that's looking really good. I'm just gonna put this in a group. All right, so we got one more to go, and I don't know if I want the long hair or the short hair, or we did the long hair twice, so maybe we need the Marilyn Monroe situation. Oops, turned the body off. There we go. So I don't know, we'll play around with this one, but this is going to be a lot of fun. So let's get this one started. Let me get the layer. So this is really cool. So I like to start the top. Now this has like this really curved, so I'm gonna go like that. I don't want to cover that with it. Let's do here. Just trying to find a good shape to still show her curves, but get the shape of the dress. I like that it kind of flattens out like that. We're going to exaggerate the flatness. Now, this is my version, so it's going to be a little exaggerated. I'm going to come up a little bit in the back like that. I really like that. And then we're going to let's come here. I do like how this comes to a point. Just trying to get it right here. Okay. And then I like that it comes back down. So we're gonna exaggerate that down again. And we're gonna exaggerate this down like that. And then we're gonna curve this around like a big bow. But so you can see I'm pulling from that, but I'm putting my own twist, my own style, and exaggerating it a little bit more. Okay? This is gonna be very fun to color, especially all the sparkles. So stay tuned for that. Okay, now I also very much like how it comes down. So I'm gonna give it both, because really you wouldn't have the top, it would really just be like that and then base like that. But I don't know, I kind of like how it folds over and under. Is that doing too much? Oh, well, whatever, we're gonna do it. So I'm just gonna kind of fold it under like this. Now, this corner right here, I could leave it like this, but that's not realistic for how thick that is. A more realistic curve to that would be, let me do it like this, where it kind of bends over like that. And it tells you that, yes, this is a really thick top. Same thing at the top here. See how that works? So it gives you that curving around. I'm just going to kind of do something like that. Okay. We're going to come up about here. Okay. Everything else is pretty much going to follow suit here. So then we'll go like that. Just going to this, and a little bit of following the structure like that. So now we have a really good top that's very matchy. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out. So now before we go into these little parts, we're gonna figure out what's the main, how big am I gonna go, right? Now, really, I wanna be like this. That's what I wanna do. But I'm trying to keep it as much as I can inside the screen. So we're gonna, it might not perfectly fit in, but we're gonna try our best to get it as much as possible. Okay. So now I'm just doing a good shape. Okay. So then we have this coming down here from the center, one here and one here. So see, I'm just doing the skeleton of the dress instead of like these little shapes, you know, just going from big to small. Okay. Now they have this like almost like a Cinderella situation, but it's more fancy. Okay, so we have that. So now I'm just finding those curves and just bringing it out a little bit more. Okay, I wish it was bigger, not the dress, but I wish the canvas was bigger, but I don't want to change the canvas, but that would have been nice to really see it come out a little bit more. But I think this is a really, really good base. I was debating if I wanted her hand to just be behind or not, but I think in front is okay. Just trying to see it without. Let me fill in with color, and if I feel like I need to push it back, then we'll push it back. So I decided to put the hand behind. I just felt like it was more elegant and not focus on her so much and more about the gown. Yeah, I think this looks good. I definitely am liking the hair. I mean, let me see. No. That's given the, what's the movie? Cinderella. So that's not bad, but I do think the short cut might be the best for the situation. Yeah, I think this is really, really good. Let me show you guys the other ones that we did. Now that we have everything all ready to go, let's try to match it with the hair. Put this in a group. So we have the ballroom Cinderella gown, and then the other style was, I'm just trying to see, it was the, nope, that's not it. What was the other one? Oh, this one. The what do you call it? The mermaid type of dress. Okay, so let's go to the long hair now. Okay, this is not easy. Okay, the long hair, and then that was, nope. Oh wait, was it this dress that I did with the long hair? Because that looks better. Okay, it was this dress with the long hair, not the short hair. That's what it was. And then this looks good, but we did the short hair for this. It's confusing me. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks good. Short hair for that, and then we had. Oh, the short hair looks really good here too. But come on, come on. I mean, come on. Okay, the short hair's cute here too. Okay, and I bet the really short hair, the pixie cut. Yeah, it is really nice. That's true. But I built it to be for that. Yeah, that feels more fitting. And although that looks really, really good too, maybe this is best. So we'll see. Once it's time to color, I'll figure out what my final is going to be for each one. I really enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. I've been waiting to do this for a long time. So stay tuned for the colored version of this, where I'm going to have the everything's going to be already ready to ink, and we're just going to focus on what cool things we can do with color for these type of things. And then we're going to do a male version. Let me give you a little sneak peek of the male version. Okay, this is a sneak peek. So let me just show you the different hairstyles for the men. So that's the full body. Okay, that's the long hair. We got like a what do you call it? High top fade. We have like, you know, I don't know, just longer hair. I don't know how to explain that one. And then like a shortcut, depending on. So this one has four haircuts. And then we're gonna do streetwear, suits. I want to do some 70s thing that will be really fun, and we'll play around with that as well. So stay tuned for that after we finish all the women hair. If you really like the hair and you're like, that was fun, definitely check out the hair video that I already put out for women, and I think you'll really enjoy how to draw hair as well. Okay, if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, push that notification button, because we're gonna keep bringing this stuff to you. That's it. That's all I got. What are you doing? I know you're not about to leave. It's mad buttons down there. You ain't pushed on one of them. You better subscribe to my channel. See you soon.